It's been 2 in a row for Ferrari then here at Le Mans. Can the prancing horse make it 3 in a row? Well, do not bet against it. The trophy is being returned to the front of the grid, and this is what they will all be chasing. Some great names, whether it's in terms of the manufacturers or the drivers. Every one of those previous 92 editions of the race has got a great story attached, and another great story beckons.
The great part for this for Ferrari, they win it this time, they keep the trophy. The trophy will not return, it will stay in Maranello, in Fiorano, where the centenary trophy from 2023 still lives to this day.
So Ferrari with a great chance of keeping the trophy and doing 3 in a row at Le Mans. The 5-minute board will be shown at 15:46. It's just gone 15:32. The grid is formed. Drivers are there. The trophy makes its way, as you can see, round the back of the drivers, all lined up with the cars, the engineers in front of the crowd. It'll be taken to the front of the grid. Tom Christensen, 9 times a winner, has the record. Are we going to have first-time winners in 2025?
And it's a privilege of the winning manufacturer to be able to bring it back aboard one of their products, and that's of course what Ferrari have chosen to do. It's glorious 296. And this is the trophy that everybody, you watch the drivers, look around, that's what they want. No doubt about it, they want hands-on that spectacular piece of motorsport history and jewellery.
And as the trophy is returned, you have to credit the ACO. Nobody does theatre and a build-up quite like this.
No, we've got plenty more of it to come, including some very loud bits to come. But there is the trophy. Happily, it will be moved from there before the race starts. But it's an amazing thing, and it's something about a really well-designed, thought-through piece of trophy art like that just does get the hairs on the back of your neck.
So the drivers now are all lined up with their cars, with their engineers. The trophy is returned to the front of the grid. The French tricolore is there as well, and that means that we are approaching the start of the 2025 24 Hours of Le Mans. It also means we are ready for the French national anthem. And as you'd expect, a huge cheer goes up. And Graham, this is another of the highlights of the build-up as people just drop in.
They do all the time, don't they? But no more spectacularly than this. The French military have been a big part of this. The Army Aviation Corps of the French Armed Forces, and their fantastic servicemen and women delivering the national flag that will start this great race for the 93rd time in just a few minutes' time.
And with a bow to the crowd, this is the view looking down on the grid here at Le Mans. Everybody millimetre perfect. It is quite a sight, isn't it? Quite a spectacle.
Yeah, they've been here practicing for the last few days, and they take great pride in this. This is a huge international event, but make no mistake, like the Tour de France, it's sort of its twin in other great sports. This is an event in which the French people are massively proud.
A one you've just seen, Sébastien Bourdais, who shares number 38 Cadillac Hertz Team Jota Cadillac V-Series R with Albamba and Jenson Button. Roger Federer is there as well. Remember, he's going to wave the flag to start the race. Yannick Dalmas is the Grand Marshal of the event. And now everything is being prepared in readiness for the 93rd edition of this great race.
Yeah, the national flag being treated with reverence, as you would expect from servicemen and women. That will be delivered to the start-finish line, where it will be handed over to the honorary starter here.
Pierre Fillon, who is the president of the ACO, which of course doesn't just run this but has a major input into the World Endurance Championship. He's an honorary member of the British Racing Drivers Club, many members of which are on the grid and indeed behind the scenes running teams working on cars too, and talking about it as well.
Indeed, and by the way, for a moment to see Kevin Magnussen, a moment to take for credit for the people that run the sport, because this era needed calm heads. It needed people to work together, and between Pierre Fillon and his team here at the ACO and LMEM, between Jim France, John Doonan and their team at IMSA, and for that matter the team at the FIA, they've brought together something very special indeed for this era, and we get to enjoy it.
Absolutely right. Sports car racing, you can look at real peaks and troughs of its history.
Yes.
And when it has bad times, they seem to be really bad. But right now, it is no exaggeration to call this a golden age. Embrace it. I know we have lost Lamborghini, but we've got more manufacturers coming in. Sports car racing right now is perhaps in better health than it has ever been.
Yeah, Lamborghini still running that car over in the United States. Acura, Honda there too, adding even further depth to the manufacturers that have said yes to running these cars. Pierre Fillon waits with pride for the flag to be handed over, but we just continue to get great racing in these Formula, not just in Hypercar, but also in LMP2 and in LMGT3. And right now, the way the new cycle is going, it looks like it's getting better still as we get deeper into this era.
I want to come back to one element of those regulations in a moment, but first, let's just, like everybody else here, look at the ceremony as Roger Federer, tennis legend and 24-hour starter. He has the flag in hand and has a surreptitious bit of practice because he's going to have to wave that. It's a ceremonial role. I know the clock will start, the race will start. But Roger Federer is the gentleman that's going to start the race this year.
Have heard there may be a possibility that we might see Roger in a race car at some point soon.
That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it?
That'd be cool.
That really would be good. So Roger Federer then, delighted to be waving the flag this year. I understand that when they said, you know, are you willing to do this? He said, yeah, I'm here to serve.
Oh dear me, if he was actually trying the forehand pass there, I could see. But Brendan Hartley, Seb Buemi, Rui Hirakawa, Rui Andrade, I believe Rui, our only African flag driver this year. I might be double checked on that, but has had success here, of course. Car here, the TotalEnergies 10 that has won this race.
And 10th on the grid is going to be number 8 Toyota. Sebastian Buemi got into the second part of that knockout hyperpole. But on his first push lap, he went off at Mulsanne corner. It was a tyre issue that spat him off the road, and there was so much of the racetrack to limp round. He got back to the pits with that flap noise from the tyre. That was session over, so he didn't have a chance to really set a lap time within hyperpole 2.
Tota vastly hungry to win this race without a shadow of a doubt, and such great servants of the sport they've been throughout the WC era. Alpine.
Fred Macavicki, Jules Gounon and Mick Schumacher, they will drive number 36. Ferrari flags aplenty. So much support, not just for drivers, but for manufacturers, of course, as well. They all after that trophy. Build-up continuing then, 20 minutes and counting before we get things underway